You too, Suzanne. Thank you. Now, much more ahead for you on CBS 2 News at 6, including details on a Southland pastor accused of molesting an 8-year-old girl. A program aimed at helping struggling homeowners avoid foreclosure ends with a fraction of the claims, more than $500 million unspent. How could this happen? And fierce flames rip through a room as firefighters try putting them out. But it's a good thing. We'll have these stories, plus all of your breaking news just ahead on CBS 2 News at 6.
Well, now the fresh grocer.
Downey firefighters intentionally lit up a building today so they could get firsthand experience in assessing arson fires. The department's arson investigator says it's crucial for all firefighters to know what to look for to help determine whether the fire was an accident or arson.
What is the color of the fire? What is the color of the smoke coming from the building? When you walked up, were there people milling around that just didn't look right?
Demolition crews were going to take down the vacant building anyway. Los Angeles City and Hemet arson units, along with investigators from the ATF, all took part today. And Jews all across Southern California are starting.
Thomas, who later died. Ramos is charged with second-degree murder.
You usually see firemen putting out burning buildings, I should say. Well, today they deliberately set one on fire in Downey. Take a look at this. This was a training exercise for arson investigators. This building was scheduled for demolition, so the owners donated it to the cause. Arson units from Downey, the City of Los Angeles, Hemet, and the Bureau of Alcohol and Tobacco and Firearms used it to see what kinds of things they should look for so they can recognize the difference between an accident and arson. There was a big cleanup job in the Cahuenga Pass. Minor injuries. Nobody else was hurt here. Officers say it appears he fell asleep while driving. He may face charges.
So how do fire investigators tell the difference between an accident and arson? Well, that's what they learned today when they torched a vacant building in Downey.
The building was scheduled for demolition, so the owners donated to fire training. It was set up like an apartment, then set on fire. Arson units from Downey, the City of Los Angeles, Hemet, and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms learned to look for unusual burn patterns, sights, smells, and other things that would alert them to the fact a fire was deliberately set.
Well, floating apart after a quarter of a century next to